As part of Introduction to Inclusive Schooling, students are encouraged to do something that might go against typical classroom decorum. Of course, there is a point to all of this: to draw what inclusion looks like and then let it fly.
1, 2, 3, go!
It's all part of EDU 203, taught by Assistant Professor of Inclusive Education, Christy Ashby.
The class as a whole focuses on education as a socio-cultural sort of phenomenon and looks at the social basis of teaching. Today we were really focusing on the topics of culture in the classroom, particularly how we think about social construction of difference and the roles teachers play in creating classrooms where kids are meaningfully engaged and successful. Schools today are increasingly diverse, both culturally, racially, and also in terms of ability and disability, and all teachers need to be trained to support a wide range of learners. That's certainly the direction that the federal government has gone. It's a legally mandated right for kids to be educated in the least restrictive environment, but it's also, I see it also as an issue of social justice and human rights, that all kids deserve access to rich education.
Professor Ashby's class is lively and engaging, and students told me it's a good eye-opener for their first class of the day. But back to that paper airplane exercise.
I really enjoyed it. All of the activities she does in the class. I don't really like moving that much, but she makes us move, and she, honestly, the way they're designed, she makes me like them as well.
It shows us different ways to, get everyone involved, because not every student in the class is going to be able to learn based off of just, speaking, just talking. Some students need hands-on activities, and especially something as easy as making a paper airplane, because it's simple. Any student can do it, and it's anonymous, so it doesn't really, single out any students who are having a hard time or who are struggling.
It's not a methods class. This class actually isn't about teaching them how to teach. It's teaching them to think about education. But I was a teacher. They're going to be teachers, and so I try to model the kind of pedagogy I'd hope they would do. So part of it is simply engagement, getting them up and moving, talking to each other. It's a big lecture. It's intimidating. About 2/3 of them are first semester freshmen, so they're new. The other idea is getting them to take abstract concepts and put them on paper, not using words. And for a lot of us, that's a real challenge.
Research shows, without question, students with disabilities perform higher in classes that are inclusive.
I really am committed to creating teachers who are excited about teaching diverse learners, who want us to do work that's hard, and who are not just like kids, but are passionate about the act of actually teaching. So I love teaching first semester freshmen. I get to be the first thing they hear. And I then also get to teach most of them their last semester when they're student teaching. And so that's pretty exciting to see the growth. But yeah, I love teaching this class.
Keith Kobland, SU News.